Music class, session 4, sharing. Here's a question. What if musicians and creative people never shared what they did? There wouldn't be any music. There wouldn't be anything to listen to jam out to when you're going for a ride in the car. So today, we're going to learn about sharing. There's a bunch of different ways that we can share, but first what we need to learn is who is sharing and who are they sharing to. So we're going to talk about a performer and an audience. Guess who the performer is? That's right, it's you. You're the performer. So we're going to give you some tips to make your performance better. For instance, if you sit like this and say, my name is Steve, I made some music. There you go, do you like it? That's not the way to get your audience interested in what you're about to do. On the other hand, if you go like this, hi, my name's Steve and I made this awesome piece of music. Check it out. Then your audience is going to be much more engaged in what you're doing. Woo! Now, let's talk about the audience. What's the audience's job? If you said that the audience's job is to listen, to be respectful, and to applaud, then you nailed it. So what you can do, as you make something, you can practice being a presenter, and as somebody else makes something, you can practice being an audience member. Does that make sense? Cool. All right, now, let's talk about different ways that you can share something that you've made. First of all, what if you just have a loop? Well, here it is, right? Here's my loop. Still Beethoven, still Ode to Joy. Now what I can do is I can say, hi, I'm Steve and I made this piece of music. So that's just with the loop. Now, you've probably been wondering, what does the record button do? Or maybe you already know. The record button captures anything that you do in real time as you do it the whole time the record button is going. So, I'm going to hit record, then I'm going to turn the loop on, and now I'm recording my jam. And I might add something right up here. So now that's going to be going in my recording. And then I'm going to drop the beat out, just like this. And I'm going to let that go for a little while. And then at some point I'm going to be like, that's probably pretty good. And I'm going to hit record again to stop the recording. And now you see this record screen pops up. You can see where you can press play to start and stop your recording. With the orange arrows here, you can trim your recording or set start and stop points so that you get a perfect start and the perfect finish. Up here, you can touch this button to return to ORO and it will erase the recording. So that's very important. If you return, then you'll have to do a new recording. Now over here, look at these buttons. You can record a video or audio inset on top of what you just recorded. Pretty cool, huh? Now this blue button here doesn't do anything at all. Sorry, it's broken and we're working on it. And that brings up a great point. So if you're trying to share something, here is, I think, the ultimate way to share. Once you have your recording, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim it just a little bit to get it just where I want it to be. And then what you can do is you can use a different camera to film yourself or have somebody else use a camera to film you like this. Now, again, as a performer, you're going to want to make this as interesting and engaging for your audience as possible. So think about what your audience wants to see and what they want to hear, and then try and give them that. That's the learning. Now let's move into the making. Today is a special day. We have our first ever challenge, and this is called the Wash Your Hands Jam Challenge. You are going to be making a very important video. And it needs to be 20 seconds long because that's how long you're supposed to wash your hands. Now, sharing is awesome unless you're talking about germs. And if you're talking about germs, then sharing's not so awesome. And so this is super important. If you can make a really, really good video, why you need to wash your hands for 20 seconds, okay? So let me give you some tips. Tip 1, what can you add to this? Can you add some lyrics? Can you sing something? Let's try that. Hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. So I haven't gotten the lyrics all figured out yet. I'll write some down in just a second and then that'll be my song. What about adding an instrument to it? Check this out. So I've got my music playing, and now I can add an instrument over top of it. Or you can do pots and pans. Check this out. I've got the boombox plugged into the iPad. So I've got maximum volume here. I've got my pots and pans ready to go, and I've got my 20-second Wash Your Hands jam song in my head. So let's see how this works. Wash your hands for 20 seconds, that is what you have to do. And then find a nice place to end. Wash your hands for 20 seconds, that is what you have to do. Big finish, the crowd goes wild, and that's how you share. So, the object is to make your creativity as creative as possible and to share that magic of your creativity. And go crazy. Have fun. The better it is, the more that we'll spread this message about washing your hands. And you'll probably have a pretty good time doing it too. Now, where to share? This is where you can post it. Either Flipgrid or have your parents throw it up on Facebook and see how viral it can go. See you next time. Thanks.
Okay, are you ready? Make your Wash Your Hands jam in ORO and then have somebody help film it, plug your iPad into a speaker, maybe even the TV behind you. You can add instruments, add singing, and then share this on Flipgrid. Sharing option A is screen record. Make an ORO, use your device to screen record it, and then upload it to Flipgrid. Option B sharing is make an ORO and rehearse what you want to record, have someone else use a second device to record this video, and then upload that video to Flipgrid. Have fun!